Hello, guys, and welcome to Travel Chat with Z. And yeah, let's talk about this whole hot mess of Harmattan Haze and Nigeria's inability to actually be up to date on our ILS system. And so, for the past week now, many flights have been grounded. Many flights can't get into Nigeria. A few lucky ones have been able to get out after like severe delay times. Many flights like Delta Airlines, Qatar, British Airways have had to reroute their flights to other countries in order to land the passengers safely. And so now they're having to incur so much cost because obviously, as many of you travelers know, whenever an airline has to deal with that, they have to pay for the passengers to also stay in to be in that country. So like you now have many folks who are now in Accra at the cost of the airlines because they have to house them, accommodation. So it's really annoying and ridiculous that we don't have our systems in Nigeria up to date. And so it was just like, what is going on, Nigeria? Why are we at this level still in the game? Where Hamatan is not a new thing for us. In Lagos, we've not had such a heavy Hamatan haze in quite some time. I know that for the past 10 years, for me at least, I haven't really experienced Hamatan this heavy, where it's usually maybe a week, maybe a few days. Like last year, it was like a blip and it left. Whereas in other parts of Nigeria, it was the usual Hamatan level where it was heavy for about a month or so. But then in Lagos here, it's been about 2 months of Hamatan right now, where it was in and out in December, it was out for a bit in January, and then it's just been full on force for the past 5 or 6 weeks now. So yeah, that's been happening in Lagos, and uh, we've always had Harmattan. Like it's a normal thing for Nigeria to always go through the dust coming from the Sahara, coming blowing over the country heavily, and the folks who are in the northern parts experience it on a different level than we do, and so it's not a new thing for Nigeria to experience Harmattan haze, and I would expect that at this level in the game with with Africa's largest economy country, we would have an up-to-date system for flights to land safely and get out of the hubs safely. And so many local flights are grounded. International flights grounded or have to pretty much reroute their the trips to Lagos elsewhere. And here we are trying to figure out how to resolve this when it's now a much larger scale of clusterfuck. Where look at this way, right? In 2017, the government said they're going to upgrade the ILS system. They're going to install it across 18 different airport hubs, and they did. But then now the ones they installed are they are malfunctioning. And I wonder at what point did they realize it was malfunctioning? Didn't they check it? And knowing that December was coming, where reports were out since like mid last year saying that, oh, the Hamatan haze coming to Nigeria this year will be much heavier, where the one in Lagos will be much heavier, where it will go from December till mid March, according to the reports online. So there was information out there saying that it will be a heavy Hamatan haze for Nigeria, yet they didn't think to fix the ILS system. Okay, so we now have a malfunctioning system across different airport hubs in Nigeria, and many flights have to incur the cost and bear the burden of the cost because, they're the ones bearing the passengers, and Nigeria is just not attractive in any way for them to fly in. As of Tuesday or Wednesday, no, I'll confirm when Delta Airlines released their statements. They pretty much said they're going to just stop flying to Lagos until we resolve our problems because they had to reroute a flight to Accra on Tuesday or Monday. I'm terrible with my days, but I'll just put the info on the screen. But then yeah, that's the reality. Qatar Airlines, Delta Airlines, business, British Air, British Airways, Emirates, they're all going through that problem. Pretty much every flight coming to Nigeria during the daytime is going through that problem. The nighttime flights are a bit lucky. for the most part. Some of them have been able to fly out, some got grounded. But yeah, that's a mess and a hot flaming mess. So according to the reports now, they plan to upgrade the category 2 ILS system that we do have in the airports to category 3 to resolve this issue. But then, yeah, it's just amusing and sad and just ridiculous that we're at this stage in our business travel life in Nigeria, where the Nigerian airports charge a ridiculous sum to airlines and, of course, to us because we're the ones paying for it in the end to fly to the Nigerian hubs. And so you would think that at one of the very expensive hubs to fly to in the world, we would have a common sense system that works that actually kind of because we charge so much money for folks to fly to the country. So why don't we have the right system in place to to put us on that level where we won't have that kind of problem? Like it makes no sense as to why we have this issue. But then here we are again, we're in Nigeria, and we like to fall ourselves in this country a lot. And it's been a back to back issue. With Nigeria this past few months where, hey, until Trump put us on the travel ban list, we then woke up to start resolving the issues with to be that Trump took a stance by having us put on the travel ban list for the government to say, oh yeah, we know you've been asking us to have our information be sent to Interpol directly, but now that we're on the ban list, we're going to listen to you. Like, Nigeria, why does it require we get punished before we actually resolve problems? Shouldn't it be a case where you see an issue, you resolve that immediately? We know that this Harmattan Haze is not a new thing. We knew as of last year that it would be a very heavy haze. So I would expect that, okay, hey, knowing that this is the country we live in and what we have to live with, we need to have every system ready to handle every flight coming in during this hazy time of the year. But it wasn't resolved. So now we have many airports in the country not flying, like not allowing flights to leave because we have a very heavy Harmattan haze. And the sad part is that many airports in Nigeria don't even fly in the evening. They fly only during the daytime because some of them don't even have the right lights to even support flights coming in. And they need daytime lights to help them. So, how far, Niger? What is going on here? What do you guys think about this problem? Anyway, gotta come and kill myself. Peace out. Subscribe! I can't even move. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so are you following me yet? Are you subscribed to my channel? Have you hit the like button and the notification button? If not, kindly do so right now. I beg. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Subscribe.